Let's talk about some current ongoing comics that I've read recently. First up is Absolute Wonder Woman issue 15. I slept on this comic for way too long. This is easily one of my favorites of the year. Interiors look amazing, color palette is amazing, art by Hayden Sherman. First ever team up of the Absolute Trinity. And next is Absolute Martian Manhunter issue 7, written by Dennis Camp with Javier Rodriguez on art. Now, this book was on hiatus for a couple of months, but it's finally back, and I'm really happy that it is because the art in this book is unlike anything you'll see in or outside of comic books. It's also very clear that Javier Rodriguez is experimenting and pushing his own personal boundaries in art. But now finally rounding out my DC comics is Absolute Superman issue 14. This one was insane. It had the giant fight sequence between Ra's al Ghul and Superman in the middle of Smallville. We got a shirtless, oiled up Ra's al Ghul. We got a full page spread of them fighting. And before Superman can even thinking about celebrating, he is hit with the devastating news of the death of Martha Kent. And adding salt to an open wound, Martha Kent's nurse gives Clark a gift from Martha, which is a homemade unfinished suit. Now, with all my DC glazing out of the way, I want to talk about Everything Dead and Dying. Now, this book is written by Tate Bromble, who also worked on James Tinian's House of Slaughter. And honestly, I couldn't think of a better writer to balance not only incredible world building, but also extremely upsetting and depressing tones. But emotional writing is exactly what I want from a book like this. And we get that in the ending of this 4th issue as we watch the main character's undead daughter climbing out of a lake searching for him. But now it's finally time for me to talk about Exquisite Corpses. James Tynion and Michael Walsh decided to splash a fresh coat of blood onto this new issue before the last one even dried. The gore is obviously there, the characters are fleshed out, and it seems like with this 8th issue, a new story arc is potentially taking place. Now, there's a few honorable mentions that I'd like to show, including Batman, Green Arrow, The Question, Arcadia. We have the DC KO tie-in Superman vs. Captain Atom. Following the Fight Month tie-in, we have Harley Quinn vs. Zatanna, followed by Wonder Woman vs. Lobo, followed by the biggest upset in the bracket so far with Red Hood vs. the Joker. And in terms of trade paperbacks, I'm currently reading Junkyard Joe by Jeff Johns. And if you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching, and feel free to share with a friend.